I don't know. Yeah. So this is a live podcast to people?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is 1000% live.
That sounded like sarcasm.
Yeah.
No, it is not sarcasm.
It's not.
Because I just heard my voice on your phone.
Yeah, I was trying to tag people on Facebook so they can come join it. But welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of I Want My Podcast. This is the very first edition of Fresh Meat, and we are here with comedian and all-around nice guy, Quinton Jones. Quinton, how are you?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Quinton Jones, coming to you live from, I forgot your last name. Usually I say from the so-and-so estate. From the Perez estate.
From the Perez
estate. Here to
make
you feel happy, here to make you cry, here to make you laugh, here to give you how we feel about the precarious situations that people are in with life and love after lockup. That's my intro voice.
That's a pretty good intro voice,
I
actually.
Feel like I should talk like that more often. But it feels hack.
Why? It's a pretty good radio voice.
Yeah, if I was on the radio, you're here at WACX, the love. You know, I can do that, but I feel like my regular voice. I think if I'm trying to hit on somebody, I talk like, yeah, what's good?
You try to be all smooth.
Yeah, you try to be smooth, you know what I'm saying? You know. I don't know why I say, you know what I'm saying? Got country.
I've never heard you say that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the first time.
I'm a very multifaceted person.
I now know that.
Yeah, man. I do accents. I don't do them often.
What else do you do?
Performance-wise?
4 accents.
I got Irish. You've heard me do Irish. I've done Irish on the show with you. The Irish songs don't upon me. We're going to hear about the people. We're going to talk about the people during the thing in lockup. You know, in the Isles, we don't have these problems because we say, if you're in fucking jail, you don't get to talk. You don't get to have love. It's about pain. No prosperity. And there's no hope in the Isles. We make you carry stones all day. You Americans, you get a job. You get to be happy. You get to find purpose.
That's pretty fucking
in the
good.
Isles.
That is pretty fucking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you sound like the guy that owns the Grisly Pear, Pear.
He's yeah. He's so when I talk to Irish people, they say I have like a northern. It's like northern, which makes sense because I'm from the northern part of the U.S. So yeah, I do accents sometimes, man.
I didn't know that. Now I do.
Yeah, I break them out. I do a mean Bernie Mac impression. Yeah, you never heard.
I mean, you can't just like fucking say it and then not do it.
Okay, so I gotta hold this Bernie Mac. I gotta hold the microphone away because you naturally have to yell. So I don't understand what's going on with all these people in these shows. You know, people want to be married. People want to talk about love. There ain't no love. People just motherfucking refugees. All I got to say is, if you talk to a motherfucker in prison, they probably don't love you. You got to be with them a little bit longer. Why are you talking to a motherfucker? What's wrong with you? Why can't you find love in the streets? Why you got to find somebody locked up? You looking at prisoners trying to see which one you think ain't did the worst shit.
Bro, that's pretty fucking good. That's literally pretty fucking good.
Thanks.
That I felt like I was gonna be like, hey, Bernie, what do you think of? And I was like, wait, no, that's not Bernie.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Holy shit, yeah, that's pretty good, dude.
I feel like I've watched enough Bernie. I know what Bernie Mac through media depictions would think about things, but I don't know him personally.
Right.
But I think I can answer on behalf of media performance Bernie Mac.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, that was very fucking impressive, really, to just open the episode with. We have like Irish accents, and then we have Bernie Mac. And
if I can combine them,
I was about to ask you, do you think you can combine them?
No, although Bernie Mac did play a black Irishman in Charlie's Angels. No, he didn't play a black Irishman. He just claimed to be Irish.
Oh, okay.
He's like, where you think you got the Shamrock Shake? And some other stuff. I forgot what he said. But yeah, he definitely faked being Irish in the episode in the second Charlie's Angels movie.
Oh, damn. Well, there you go. Now we got some facts. What do you think, Mickey?
Very good for that, Mickey. Yeah,
very good.
Good insight there.
Well, Quinton, the reason why you're here is because I invited you here to talk about a show that is a favorite of ours. And by ours, I mean my friend EJ and myself. We fucking just love this show. And the show, of course, guys, is Love After Lockup. And this is a version of Love After. No. This is a 90-day version of Love After Lockup. No, of 90 Day Fiance, but with Love After Lockup. I don't fucking know what I'm saying sometimes. And this one is called Fresh Meat because you have never seen an episode of Love After Lockup.
No, I haven't.
And you
I will
watched,
after this.
yeah, you watched about 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And then it started repeating itself because YouTube.
Yep.
And I said, you know what? Let's just fucking talk about it.
I think it's good because now I can kind of like postulate and the answers.
I do
to these situations because I didn't get to see the end. I just got to see. I'm like, yo, like cliffhanger. I want to see, are these people as dumb or is there still reason for hope and love?
That's fucking beautiful because we will talk about that. And the funny thing is that you watched an episode that is not that from like a earlier season or anything. You're watching something from this season, like as far as last week. So you watched something recent.
Oh, this is up to date.
So yeah, so
that adds a lot of context. These are like pandemic love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it goes way back. And the episode that I wanted to show you, I couldn't find it because of, again, YouTube. But I did find a good one, and I think you enjoyed the most of what you saw or you watched.
I mean, I didn't unenjoy it.
Yeah.
But I don't think joy was the thought I felt during the majority of what I was watching. But I was entertained.
Bro, you were like, let me take my phone out. I gotta start taking notes.
Well, no, because I thought it was gonna be the one couple, and then they kept switching people. I was like, I gotta take notes on the decisions people are making.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of these decisions are questionable.
Yes.
All of these decisions are questionable. I don't know why people keep doing it, but
I think the choice, and I'm going to 2023 talk. I'm not saying that people who are in prison shouldn't find love or anything like that, but I feel like it's like you're a certain type of person that feels like you have to talk to somebody in prison to find love. And they're the worst type of people to talk to, especially in a heterosexual relationship, because they don't have access to anything else. Like literally, you're probably their only non-family, any sort of relationship like contact. And when you're surrounded by what you're not attracted to, that puts you in a place that I don't think is healthy to develop love.
Thank you, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
God damn, that was probably like the most eloquent way of saying these people are fucked up.
Yes. Yes. But
by the way, Rachel, she said, sorry I missed that. What episode did Quinton watch? He watched Love After Lockup. Thank you, by the way. I forgot to say that. He watched Love After Lockup season 4, episode 35, which is last week's episode. And again, because of YouTube, we only watched half of it. He was just watching it here with me now. And,
it's fresh.
It's just still fresh in his head. He still knows some of these people, and he was actually impressed. I remember most of the people's names, but I'm like, it's just like at this point, I fucking dream about these people. You know
what? We'll talk about the people, and then my personal feelings about this show will probably surface.
All right. Well, why don't we start with the very first couple that they opened up with, which was Derek and Monique. What were your thoughts on Derek and Monique?
I'll lead off with so have the people watched this episode usually?
Bro, everybody has watched this episode.
All right. So I'm trying to speak eloquently.
You don't have to. This show does not deserve it.
Monique, my sister. I understand what the world has done to you. I understand that you in particular in this episode, I can understand that you feel like you might not be able to find love. But that does not mean that you need to demean yourself onto this brother Derek. Because Derek is not deserving of any love. Derek is not an adult. Derek just happened to find a way to make money at a time when he wasn't even fully developed, because men do not develop until age 25. He was a child, went into prison, and then somehow he found you. If there was no you, Monique, Derek probably would not be free. That's all I can say, because Derek is a dumbass. He's an absolute dumbass. So with these two, I started out watching, and the first thing she says is he was mad that we could not go to the casino. As a gambler, why are you going to the casino your first day out? Like, I feel like there are healthier things you need to do. And then he got mad at her because he didn't have his ID. That is enough to make me say you need to leave, Monique. Like, he ain't worth it. Get the dick. And like, you know, you've been talking to him. I don't know how long it's been since she's had some penis, but get his good looking, athletic brother, personal trainer. Get that dick. But that should have been enough for you to run for the hills. Mm-hmm. I am impressed at his hustle. He's a hustler.
He's a fucking great hustler.
He was in prison and saved $9,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I can't save $9,000, and I'm not in prison. I think my life might be more expensive than prison, but
well, I would also say, like, when you're in prison, it's not like he can go out. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
that's true. He's not running up drink tabs.
I'm gonna go to the bar tonight. I'm going to the AKA my fucking cellmate's toilet.
Yeah. Well, he was gambling in prison, which they do, but it's just, but then they get to the bank and he's just he is a useless adult. He can hustle, but like adult fine-tuning skills, he is absolutely useless. Mm-hmm. He, like, how you gonna go to the bank to open an account for yourself and you like, hey, you got my papers? Like, you're useless, and you in a hotel. You could have printed it off yourself. Fact. And so I'm just disappointed in her. Although I get it, because y'all saw her. Y'all saw her. And you can draw whatever conclusions you have after seeing her. Y'all saw her. So I understand. But she is 32 years old.
Yeah.
You need to understand when this man is not, he needs to be with his mama. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Really, she felt like it was his mom, you know, in this whole situation. Because even when I get my mom, I dumb down. But yeah, it really felt like she was his mom, having all his papers. And then he had the goal to rush her. Like, bro, you should have your, like, he doesn't, I don't think he understands, like, you're being irresponsible. She's carrying you. And then he got the nerve to be upset. So, and then, bless her heart, she was like, I know he has a high sex drive.
He does.
And, but like, how does he have time to cheat? He been out 3 days. If you suspect him of cheating 3 days in, like, he's not even a good cheater.
No.
3 days to get caught.
He got caught right away.
What was he hitting on the receptionist?
On somebody.
So, but I hate to say it, sister. He been locked up for 9 years. Mm-hmm. Y'all saw her. Cheating is inevitable. And just in that situation, I feel like it's better for her mental health to assume that he is going to try to live up the time he lost in his 20s in prison.
Very well said.
Yeah.
Very well said.
We have comments. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they're all looking forward to hearing from you.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, dude.
Well, you've seen it, so.
I've seen it.
So is that after every person, do you tell me what happens at the end? Is that how this is going to work?
I can tell you at the end.
I think every person, it'll make sense.
So you want me to tell you right now?
About them? Or are we moving to another couple?
I think we should move to another couple.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then I'll tell you at the end. Because I think you're gonna lose your fucking mind.
Okay. I'm scared.
I think you're fucking hooked now, dude. I honestly do think, like,
I'm doing this after I get off my show today. I'm going right back to watching, bro. I have friends that have paid for every streaming service. I'm gonna find it. What's it on?
I think it's on All Black.
Damn, I ain't got that.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna
black
get it.
guy don't have All Black. That's.
I think we're gonna get it. So we're gonna send it. We'll send it to you.
Cool.
But yeah, the next couple you saw was Aries and Cameron.
we didn't see much of them.
Mm-mm.
Didn't need to see much.
Mm-mm.
I'm very disappointed in Cameron.
Why?
Uh, it's what I don't understand is how they get so attached to someone they like haven't physically met. I assume.
Okay.
And she is trying to get this man. She's ready to move this man across state lines
Mm-hmm.
to live with her
Mm-hmm.
and her child.
And her child, yeah.
And her child. And I'm just disappointed because she fine. She was fine.
I agree.
Like she's too fine. Unlike other people we've seen in the episode, she's too fine to have to demean herself to that. Also, you're like he's short too. Like I feel like you hear about the short thing. You ain't got to go with that short brother. And I just think again, I'm just flabbergasted that they're willing to work with these men who aren't going to they're like, oh, I hope it gets better. Relationship advice for anyone listening. When you see the red flags, know those red flags aren't going to go away.
No.
They are not.
Never.
People lose red flags when they go through the personal journey themselves. You can't carry somebody out of their red flags. Most of the time. Sometimes a brother will do better. Like someone will do better once you get with them. I shouldn't say brother, but brother or sister or white or people. People will do better. But just the fact that he got caught when he got caught drinking when he knew he was going to be breathalyzed. Come on, bro.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and this halfway house liquor, it ain't even. I can understand if he was with his boys at the club. I'm assuming this is like the stuff that you go to the liquor store that's below the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle, he told me once, he grabbed a bottle. He's like, nephew, this is how you can tell if it's good or not. And he tapped the bottle, and it was like, ting, ting, because it was glass. I assume he was drinking liquor out the plastic bottle.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I feel like they had to blow dust off of whatever liquor he drank before he got to the halfway.
He's been there since like 98.
Yeah, man. Oh, well, then it might have been aged. He would have had aged. So I try to make jokes about like the cheap liquor, but I only know the cheap liquors of Michigan.
Yeah.
So he had the aged Kamchatka for anyone here who's listening to this episode. What do you think Kamchatka is?
It sounds like a cheap what's it called? Sambuca?
No, it's vodka. Yeah. Kamchatka is the cheapest vodka you can get in the state of Michigan.
Oh.
Yeah.
For us, and I don't know, I mean, this could be for everybody else too. We had Rubinoff.
Y'all have Heaven Hill?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, Heaven Hill.
Red Dog beers.
We had Red Dog. I think was it Red Dog or Mad
Yeah, it's
Dog?
like a 30 rack was like $10 or something like that.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Okay, but my point is, you can wait. Like if someone was like, "Hey, you're about to get this Netflix special.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't drink for 2 weeks." I probably wouldn't leave the house, but I'm like, I ain't even gonna risk it. But I could do it if he really loved her and cared about and was trying to build and be better and didn't take things for granted. He could have waited 14 days to pass what I assume is the singular drug test to get to
just a breathalyzer. Like it's not like like dude.
Yeah, we are drinkers here, and that means he had to like drink right. He drank like the night before.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going to the halfway house.
Let me ask you this: what do you think he does for a living?
I didn't see what crime. He's got a prison. He doesn't do anything for a living.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you had to guess his job title, what do you think it is?
I mean, I hate to profile my black people. He looked like a scammer.
Oh, okay. All right.
He looked real scammy. He looked like he sells perks.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he sells pills. That's what he looked real perky.
Okay, fair enough. Now, what do you think about their proposal or his proposal?
I don't trust it. Has nothing to do with prison.
Yeah.
But like for me, I need to be. I gotta see how we interact as a person. I gotta see if I like your daughter.
Yeah.
Or I guess he didn't. Did she say daughter?
Yeah, she has a daughter.
Yeah, I gotta see if I like your kid. You married somebody, you married a kid. Not just the fact that he proposed before even seeing her child or seeing how they interact as a family. I don't trust it. He's up to something.
Yeah, that is the only thing that we always talk about on this podcast. Once you involved a kid, that's when we go, all right, listen. Now it's no longer funny.
It's
now,
not.
Now you're being
That's
a
why I'm so
dickhead.
disappointed in her.
Yeah. Because like you said, there's like she just looks like the type of person that has her shit together and just wouldn't expect her to make that kind of decisions.
Yeah.
And here she is on a show.
She you know what? She looks like a woman that had her child maybe like early 20s, maybe even late teens, recognized, hey, I'm gonna put myself together to like she really, although she did have the t-shirt with the nipple rings and he said, hey, titties. But
yeah,
I know some very professional people who would also wear that. And they're very good at their job. So I shouldn't judge.
Fair enough.
But
yeah,
all things considered,
yeah,
and off appearance, but still, she strikes me as that. Like I feel like her daughter's like 8 or 9.
I believe so. Yeah, I think so. She might be younger, to be honest with you. I don't recall, but yeah, she's still a kid.
But I feel like her daughter will like see him if they do end up making it to Florida.
Yeah,
and after like 3 weeks, she'll be like, "Ma, you fucking up." Like I feel like her daughter is smart enough to see his bullshit and be disappointed in her mother.
You know what's funny? Every single child that we have seen on every episode of every reality show we watched always has more common sense than any of the adults.
That's because
children,
the wisdom of a child. That's what the old people at my church will say. Sometimes you have to respect the wisdom of a child because they see it purely. We have our own scorn and situations and baggage, and it alters the light for which we see things. With kids, they just see it bullshit.
Boom.
And that's what I see Cameron's daughter doing.
Message. All right. So do you want to move on to the next couple?
Not really. Not at all. I hated both of them.
The next couple is one of my favorites.
Oh my.
It is Chris and Gabby. From what you saw on this show,
Lord have mercy.
What do you think? Oh, Rachel, Ty's daughter made me so sad. She just wanted to be number one. She did. Oh, there was another last season. There was this woman who had boyfriends in prison, but they were all how do I put it? She had like a whole vision board with inmates. Like, you know how like coaches draft players for football?
She had a draft board of prison dudes.
Bro, it was bad. She had like 16 fucking inmates. And she's like, okay, this is my number one. This is my number two. If number one fucks up, he goes down. Number two goes up. She like updated that shit weekly.
That's just like a fantasy football league.
And she would talk to them. She would be like with one and be like, "Oh, I love you, baby. You're the best." Oh, and then her phone would ring because she has another phone. And then she'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go. The fucking soup is whatever. Bye." And she hang up and be like, "Hey, what's up, baby? I was just thinking about you." This woman was fucking insane, and she became my personal favorite.
You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. But I just don't see what she can gain from these men. But who knows? Now I'm told you I'm gonna watch this stuff. I gotta come back,
bro. She's fucking nuts though. So her name was Ty, and Rachel just mentioned it to her, and she reminded me of that. And she has a conversation with her daughter. Her daughter's like, "You're fucking crazy. What you're doing is stupid. Pay attention to me. I'm your daughter. I need to spend more time with you." And she was like, "Bitch, you're lucky the cameras are here."
Wow.
I mean, she didn't say that, but she just gave her that look like as soon as his fucking cameras leave.
Abuse.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Discipline.
Yeah. Basically.
That's wow.
Yeah, this woman was fucking crazy, and it was my favorite.
60, that's so much time.
Bro, what would you do if somebody goes, "Hey, Quinton, I got something to tell you. You know what? Meet me at the cemetery at 3 p.m. I got something to tell you.
I don't inherently fear cemeteries, but they are creepy. I would go with a knife.
This woman would meet people at cemeteries as like a meeting place.
And then what? Go,
She talked to him.
ew.
This show is wild, dude.
It's a wild show. So you're like a date, meet me at a cemetery.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, not even a date. She'd be like, hey, I gotta tell you something. Meet me at the cemetery. And then she'd be like, what's your fucking problem with me? Like, that's the kind of shit, like, she would want to
Oh, yeah, I
fight
definitely
you
need
and
a
shit.
knife because it's like you got the grave ready.
Yeah, with somewhere. Yeah.
You're going to put me in somebody else's
I wouldn't
grave.
go personally, but that's crazy that you would go with a knife.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big guy, so it takes a lot for me to be physically scared.
True.
So yeah, I go with it. Nah, I wouldn't. I'd be like, the phone works fine. That's what I would say. I'm like, we can FaceTime if you want to see my reaction.
Let's FaceTime.
Yeah, just FaceTime. We can't FaceTime. I gotta meet you at the cemetery. Hell no. Yeah, I would have found alternative means. That's what I would have done.
All right, but listen, let's bring it back to Gabby and Chris because I know you want to talk about them.
Oh no, I just they're gonna be together forever.
Okay,
that's how I feel about these two. They are both fucked up, and they need each other. They are trauma bonded.
Ooh,
like it's just drama. Like just the fact that they're both just, from what I saw, just weird delusional people. Where it's like, if that is your husband, whether you suspect him of infidelity or not, you can at least pick him up from prison.
Yeah, at least.
At least you could call an Uber.
That's another option.
A cab. If this is your husband, you made him take a train home. You could have organized something.
What if you had a car though?
Well, the car's messed up, so she claimed.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So she claimed.
Right.
So, yeah. But then, okay, he's at the train station, so he's been traveling all day, and then she's like, "We're gonna walk home," and she's like, and then he's like, and I'm like, "Oh, well, how far is it?" I'm thinking it's like miles, because he has every right to be mad if I took a train and then we walking like 3-4 miles. Yes, be mad. She's like, "You can't walk 5 blocks." I'm like, "Oh, come on, dog."
And keep in mind, like he was in New York. I think he was up in Harlem, and then he had to take a train from Harlem to Port Authority on 42nd, and then he had to take a train from there to Orange, New Jersey, which is about an hour.
So he was sitting.
Yeah,
is what I'm hearing. And he can't walk 5. Like so he's a New Yorker. New Yorkers walk. Why are you tripping about this 5 blocks? So they both are just delusional. It's like, finish the journey, be with your wife fine. Like, why are these fine women dealing with? I don't know enough about him to call him worthless. All I know is,
fair enough.
He looked dusty though. So then she catches him or notices he's not wearing her ring, his wedding ring.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Where's your ring?" And he's like, "I threw it away." "Where's yours?" She's like, "I threw it away too." And I'm like, y'all deserve each other. They're going to have a relationship filled with domestic abuse on both sides.
Oh.
And then, no, they both whooping each other's ass.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he going to whoop her ass, and then she going to come through with a frying pan and, like, you know, and then neither is going to press charges. Like, that's the type of relationship I see them having. He gonna keep cheating. She never gonna leave. You know, that's how the fight starts. He keep cheating. Then one day she gets sick of it, and she gonna cheat, and that's gonna start the fight. And then they gonna fight, and then you know, they die at 52. And yeah, but they're just. I don't want them to be with anyone else. I don't want them to taint another person's life with their toxicity.
So keep them contained.
Yeah, no, they need to stay with each other for the good of mankind.
Okay, so you
Mhm.
like they need like at this point it's like no, you guys like it's not for you, it's for everybody else. So you
Yeah, it's for
guys
the safety. I
Yeah.
live in the area. I don't want you to taint anybody I could potentially date. Either of them.
sounds good.
They need to stay together forever.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, that was good. That was
Yeah.
well said. That was well said. Let's move on to the next couple, Ashley and Travis. What was your first impression of that couple?
I liked them at first.
You did?
They were like, she, even though he like was a thief, and we'll get to how I feel about everything with him, but like from a vibe perspective, I wasn't disappointed in either of their decisions. They seemed like they built something wholesome while he was in prison. And she's like the first one where it seemed like, well, I shouldn't say that, but she had like a nice day plan for him. Like, you're a thief, so I got you this metal detector and we could go on the beach. That is a great gift. She was thoughtful.
Uh-huh.
And so they did that together. Then she booked a day on the boat and they looked really cute.
They did.
On the boat, drinking beer. That what can you ask for? You got out of prison, you on the boat drinking beer with this woman you've been talking to for years. They were really cute. I like them. Now, when you divulge into the relationship, she owns a jewelry store and he's a thief.
Yeah.
And he's not a good thief.
No, not a good one.
He did 13 years. Okay, soapbox issue, just I have in general. I think grand larceny needs to be a higher, like you need to steal more money for grand larceny. Because I think that's what he got.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it.
I think in some states grand larceny is $500.
Really?
Yeah, you steal a PS5. Felon.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm not making this up. I remember I looked up, someone was like, grand larceny is $500. That's it.
Damn. That's very like low. It's like almost like they want you to fucking be a felon.
That's a whole nother. That's not for this podcast.
It's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast. But this dude got locked up for stealing $3,500. And he got locked up in his 30s. And I just feel like as a person in his 30s, you need to know that 3,500 ain't enough for your life, bruh.
Nah, dude.
3,500 is not enough to go to prison for.
Not anything 4 digits.
No.
Not even maybe 6.
6 digits?
Maybe.
I understand.
High 6 digits is like, all right, I get it.
No, yeah, high. Okay, over 400K. I understand the risk.
Yep. All right.
I understand the risk.
Mm-hmm.
5 figures above 15,000. I'm judging you, but I don't know your situation. 15,000 is a nice breath of air for most people on the planet.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need to reevaluate your life. Like, okay. That can buy you a year some places, but we're in New York. That's like what, 2 weeks? No, but
2 weeks and a half.
Yeah, depends on if you skip the turnstile.
Yeah.
Or not. But 3,500 and you in your 30s, you're a bona fide fuck up. And
a bona fide fuck up. I like that.
And I know in prison, when they release you to someone or you tell people who are going to be the common people that you interact with, they look them up and they're like, this dumbass who got caught stealing is now going to date someone who has a jewelry store.
Yep.
And I feel like you shouldn't have been approved to leave. That's on the state.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's a dumbass, period. She, like Monique, is just a little... I understand he's all right looking for Florida. Yeah, they in Florida. Were they in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Florida 7. He's a swampy Florida 7.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so I understand you trying to force the love with him, but when most likely she gets robbed or he steals something,
she's gonna get robbed.
It's you should have seen that coming. Because that's not even a sly plan.
Mm-mm.
Like a better plan would be like, oh, my sister owns a jewelry store. Then at least, but
Right.
I think the first time he gets like when he goes to jewelry school.
What do you think that is?
Okay, I used to work at a jewelry store. There is no jewelry school
Wait,
that I know of.
there's no
There was no jewelry school for me.
there's no JU.
No, I worked at K Jewelers. Hell, when I worked at K Jewelers, I'm like, I could steal some shit.
You weren't even a criminal.
I wasn't even criminal, but it's like you can steal some shit. And I was broke. I was like, because I won't tell you, but there's places you can steal from. Like they won't notice for a while.
Like they'll call you right now, 10 years later.
Yeah, it's like it's the stuff you count and the stuff you don't count. And I'm like, the stuff they don't count, when they gonna count it, and then when they don't count it, are they gonna, you gotta go through months of tape. And then, if you lose out on, whatever I stole, but again, I wouldn't steal something for $5. I would at least steal something for like
that's worth it.
Yeah, I was still like something heavy.
Right.
But I think she's gonna get robbed
For sure.
And I think she might forgive him. He's like, back to my old ways, baby. But I'm going back to jewelry school. I really want to know.
Can you pay my next semester of jewelry school?
Yeah, but I learned how to like evaluate diamonds and look at them and clean them.
Who do you think teaches at jewelry schools?
I feel like
Now be careful there. Don't want to get canceled.
No, I feel like you got to be old to teach at jewelry school. If there is a JU, all the professors are over 70. Because they gotta. I feel like you gotta learn the history of the diamond business.
Yeah.
You might have some people in their 40s who like understand wokeness, how to differentiate between a blood diamond and a properly cultured diamond, synthetic diamonds.
Right. Yeah.
You need none of that to work at a jewelry store. You right here, reading, watching, listening. You could work at K Jewelers right now. So
there you go.
Yeah, so I feel like I was turned off for her when he said I'm going to jewelry school, because I would have been like, bro, you ain't no jewelry school.
Yeah, it's like saying I'm going to a Power Ranger school.
Yeah. Which is crazy. You ain't got to go to Power Ranger school either. That's a niche joke. I'm a very big Power Ranger fan. I have a Power Ranger tattoo.
He does.
Boom. I don't know. I'm already. It's there.
Trust him.
It's there. But yeah, that's how I feel about this couple.
Beautiful. I like it. I like everything you're saying. Now, let's go to the next couple that you saw. It was Nathan and Skylar.
Is that the double felon?
Yes, the felons for life.
Oh, these are the last two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they started off cute. This is the first couple, for people who haven't watched, where the woman, well, they're both felons, but she's the one that just got out.
Yes.
Of the halfway house. And they started off cute because she was like, this is the first time I've got to sleep with someone, which I don't believe, but we're gonna let it fly. For various reasons. But like, I think even if you ain't been in prison, like if you ain't had no physical touch in a while and you get to cuddle, you get someone you have affection for, that's a beautiful thing. So they warm my heart to start off with. Nathan's weird because I was surprised he was a felon because he made her a jail breakfast.
It's a transition.
And I'm just like, so at first I was like, oh, he hasn't been to prison, because like the last thing a person from prison wants is what they had in prison for the most part. I mean,
right. Yeah.
But that just seemed like he came off to me as like he's woke and he wanted to give a woman in prison a chance. And he's like, oh, she would love what that bullshit she's been eating for however long she was locked up. And I was like, and then I heard he was a felon. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, this makes sense.
So I was disturbed, and so I'm really confused by Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he used to be a thief.
Yes, that is correct.
And this dude stole oranges, which groceries are expensive.
don't steal over $500 worth of oranges.
Yeah, dude. That's grand larceny.
Imagine
That's
going to
citrus
jail.
grand larceny.
What
That
you in
is-
for? Stole oranges.
But he stole oranges, which I don't keep track of the price of oranges. I feel like they haven't seen the
They're
inflation.
expensive.
They are?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely have stolen groceries or thought about it before. I've stolen.
Yeah, no, I have too.
You know,
Yeah, you have to.
7 years ago,
Oh.
a statute of limitation.
Oh, yeah, me too.
7 years ago, I stole some groceries in college,
Oh, yeah.
especially with the self checkout. You come on now.
Of
I
course.
noticed nowhere in New York has self checkout. That's smart because they will be getting robbed blind.
Well, see, here's the thing. In New York, there's a lot of crackheads. So, and I've seen this happen before where they just walk in and they pick what they want and they literally just walk out with it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it's like you don't need a self checkout. Like the cracker's not gonna go and be like, oh, $5? Oh no, put it back.
Well,
Just take things.
well, you steal from
Walk
self
away.
checkout is like you like swipe something over something.
Oh yeah. No, I used to do that for CVS when I used to work for them. I used to like do that all the time.
Wow, you swipe something over something, or
Yeah, because like I used to live with like I used to live with a friend. So every time she would like want to like go grocery shopping or something, and she didn't want to like spend a lot of money, and I was late on rent or whatever, she would just come in and she'd buy a bunch of shit, and it'd be worth like $300, and she'd pay like $50.
You should edit that out. I feel like
Oh,
multiple times it's grand larceny. We're coming.
all right.
You know those Mexicans that the Republicans talk about committing crimes. I'm not saying, but I'm saying one may have.
But listen, that was a trick I learned from a white friend.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I didn't need to learn how to steal from white people.
Oh, dude, no, I had to. I all the bad things I learned were from white people. So that's where I grew up. So it's like mostly it was white people. So
Yeah.
I learned how to steal from CVS. I learned how to steal from 7-Eleven, and it was all my white friends.
I mean, all the drugs I've ever done were introduced to me by white people. They were coming to the source of the problem of America here.
I think so too.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
In the comments below,
What you think the problem of America is based off this conversation. But yeah, he stole oranges. Which I mean, I don't judge him for because it's like
At least it's food.
it's food, and you know, if I understand, like, say if you got $50 and they come out to eat 52 and you want the oranges, she like oranges, go ahead and get the oranges, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
not judging him for that. But again, it's always the person doing the saving that's the dumbass.
Yeah.
Because apparently he's going to work.
Yeah.
And she is going to see a friend who she was locked up with who had the same drug addiction as she did.
Mm-hmm.
And she expects him to be okay with it.
Would you be okay with it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because prison does not reform people.
No.
If anything, they
Not
want
in
to do,
here.
not
Not in this country.
not in this country. If anything, they want to do the drugs more.
Mm-hmm. They encourage it so you can come back.
Yeah. You know, but then, you know, get people want to go back 3 hots in the cot. But I will absolutely not trust them. And they're just friends. And the pictures they posted, they looked, you know, 2 women in prison together, best friends. Y'all saw Orange is the New Black.
That's wifey.
Absolutely.
It's wifey, ho.
Yeah. So not only do I not trust them for, you know, the safety of her relapsing on drugs, but I also, you know, he had work. That's prime cheat opportunity. She's going to be like, I got my hair done with the same hair because white dudes don't notice. Right, wives? Your husband don't notice. He ain't going to notice her hair's the same.
Mm-mm.
And she's going to be way happier. And, yeah. So I was trying to finish it and I couldn't.
I know, I saw that.
Like,
I saw that. It's all right. It's okay.
I could try to.
So people started saying, it's like, Miguel, you got to finish your sentences. I was like, fuck it. I'm sorry.
No, I was trying to hit it with I was trying to come with like so in my head, this is what I was going through. I was thinking, you know, lesbian's finger and orange peeling. And I was like, I was trying to come up.
I guess.
Like, I was like, but then I was like, yeah, with a bunch more peeled oranges. and I was like, that's stupid, and I just couldn't finish it, so I just trailed it off.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Rachel said, I just really don't like Nathan. He's too clingy.
He's too clingy.
Do you feel like he was clingy in this episode?
I think at a glance he could come off as that,
Mm-hmm.
but with good reason. I think he really does care about her, wants her to do better, and I don't think that her friend is just the best person for her to be seeing right now.
Fair enough.
But not upset of that interpretation of Nathan.
Okay. You saw very little of them, so
Yeah.
And the last couple that you got to see a little bit of as well was Justine and Mike.
I didn't see enough of them,
Mm-hmm.
but he gives me who's the first dude vibes.
Derek.
Yeah, he gave me Derek vibes, where it's just kind of like you're a rapper, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, we talking about stuff you ain't gonna understand. Like, you're a rapper, bro, and y'all in your 30s. There's like, I just think there's very few things that he could discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's talking about music specifically, it's not like she can't be there.
Mm-hmm.
So it just seems like he's up to no good with off of that limited exposure I had to them.
I agree.
That's all I have.
Perfect. So we completed the whole episode. Now I guess I gotta tell you what happens.
Okay.
So let's go back to Derek and Monique.
Yes.
All right. So Derek got out of prison and he told his sisters to not show up. And they were like, okay, cool, bet. And then they showed up and started shit and posted pictures of Monique on their Instagram saying, my brother just got out of prison. And this is the first piece of ass that he's getting.
Yeah. Oh.
Yo, the sisters are the fucking worst, but they're so funny, dude.
Oh, Monique.
Yo, and then okay, so
Oh my
then
gosh.
then one of the sisters is trans too, and she's starting shit. She's like talking. That was the one that posted on Instagram. Then after that, she wanted to go to sleep, and he's like, I want to go to the casino. Let's go to the casino. She's like, I want to go to bed.
So he's got a gambling problem. Okay.
Yeah, so he's like, fucking, let's go to the casino. Otherwise, I'm leaving. She's like, if you fucking leave, I'm done with you. He's like, I'm leaving. And she's like, all right, I'll go to the casino.
That doesn't surprise me.
Now, Monique has problems too. She's got a lot of trust issues. She bought spy cams to put in his grandma's house so that she could spy on him when she's not in the same state that he lives in right now.
Okay.
So she's like fucking obsessed. The phone that he has, she gave it to him, and they have a shared location. She knows the passwords to everything. She can access the phone whenever. She can read text messages. Anything he fucking does with his finger on that phone, can track it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how upset she is, and that's how jealous she is. And,
Again,
and clingy.
Yeah, I saw Monique.
Yeah.
And I do not condone that behavior in any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
In her case, I understand.
I understand. That's
in the conclusion,
conclusion,
they break up.
So they go visit the grandma, and a white car starts following them.
What the fuck?
For a while. And then she goes, who the fuck is that, Derek? He's like, I don't know who that is. And then at the end of the episode, he goes, I know who that was.
It was another woman.
We don't know yet.
Nah, cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Like I said, you're up to date with the episode. Like, this is what happened last week.
I'm gonna find this episode. I'm gonna watch. We're gonna talk offline.
Comes out every Friday.
I'm ready.
All right. So the next couple, which was Aries and Cameron.
Yes.
So they obviously got engaged.
Oh Jesus.
She says yes, and then they actually. Oh, by the way, his job, one of the most famous rappers in Kansas, I think. Huge in Kansas, big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, they get engaged and they go tell his boys, but they have to go to the studio where he drinks again. But he gets in the booth and starts spitting some rhymes. And she's like, my mind was blown. But then he starts drinking and she's like, I'm walking away. Then they go meet his sisters at a tuxedo shop, and surprisingly enough, the sisters were like, "Wait a minute, you're getting married when? Saturday? Yeah. All right, I gotta go to the mall because I gotta get a dress."
Oh, they're supporting the marriage.
Fucking 1000% supporting the marriage.
Well, he's marrying up, so
Well, that is true too.
I support
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And they were like, you know what? Our brother is actually nice, and you know what? To his credit, he's not like a real criminal. He just had like a slip up, fucked up. He's like, I don't even have a parking ticket or nothing, and that's why I think they went easy on him for whatever he did. So yeah, but that one is actually not too bad. But Derek is, I mean, not Derek. Cameron is. It's kind of a pervert, and he's always telling her, "It's like I want you to fucking sit on my face," which I was like, "Hey, fuck yeah, dude, do your thing."
I think he comes. Well, I'll say this: if you with someone and you love them, it's okay to be perverted. But Cameron's his own dog. Have the wherewithal.
Yeah. So yeah,
if
so
you
that's
with someone,
them.
you should be. If you can't say perverted things to your person, then you should not be with them.
Facts. The next one, Chris and Gabby.
Oh Jesus!
So Gabby, on the first season she appeared on this show, she was a mess. She was just sloppy, and then after she got a couple of checks, she changed her entire body
Checks of what?
from Love After Lockup. And also, oh, you didn't know this because he didn't mention it, but Chris, he got locked up. He went to Rikers. The guards beat him up, and he got $160,000. And he gave some of that money to his mom, some of that money to his sister, and most of the money to Gabby. And
Well, it's
guess
his wife, as you should.
Gabby was his girlfriend at the time.
No, you shouldn't.
Guess what she did with that money?
Blew it.
She bought a brand new BMW,
Blew it.
got herself a nice apartment,
Mm-hmm.
got herself $30,000 wedding dress, $30,000 $10,000 engagement ring, and she pay off her credit cards, pay off some debt, and the next you know the money's gone.
It's ironic. She accrued debt and paid off her debt.
So her man comes out, and where's everything? We're broke. He has no money.
Yeah.
He didn't fucking save some money. He just fucking spent it all on her. And you know what else she did before she went out to meet him? For the first time, when he came out,
What?
she tightened her vagina.
Why?
Then she went to pick him up. They tried to fuck in a Greyhound bus station
I'm with that.
in the bathroom.
That's my type.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Then a security guard came in and was like, "Get the fuck out of here. Don't do that shit here."
Yeah, I mean, don't do it, but I understand.
Bam. Then they went outside to the side of the building. Same Greyhound station. They went outside, and there was an old lady there, and they got married
By the old lady?
with the old lady. The old
As
lady
the
married
witness?
them.
What?
The old lady
Oh, that
married
was the
them.
first episode. The first time it was on.
No, this is the first time they met in person, and like good, like
All right, so they meet in person. They try to get it popping in the Greyhound. Understandable. And then the old lady marries him.
yeah, outside of the same Greyhound station.
That's why they look like they have no chemistry. Okay.
Then after that, she goes to drop him off at the halfway house, and they go fuck behind a dumpster.
I respect their kinks. But that's what happens at. But this episode ends with them.
Then after that, it's not over. It's not over. After that, he comes out of the halfway house. He has to take the train to New Jersey.
Yeah.
She doesn't pick him up.
Yeah.
She gives him an attitude. Tells him the car's broke. It's at the shop.
It's not broke.
Gives him shit for it.
Yeah.
He comes out of the house. He's like, I gotta go talk to my parole officer or some shit like that. He sees the car outside of the house, and he goes, "Yo, is this your car?" He FaceTimes her, and she goes, "Yeah, that's the car." He goes, "I thought it was at the shop." She's like, "Yeah, I got some stuff to tell you." He goes, "Well, fucking come down here and tell me."
Yeah.
Goes down and tells him, kind of like in trouble with the law. It's like, well, what do you mean? Turns out she tried to punch a police officer or attacked a police officer, and now she's possibly facing jail time.
So I was right.
You were right.
These two need to stay together.
Also, he beats the shit out of her. So when you were like domestic abuse, I was like, that happened.
I was like mutual.
No,
So
he beat
get
the
back.
shit out of her.
We don't condone that.
No,
No.
but like again, like Chris Rock said, I understand.
That was Bernie Mac.
Chris Rock.
Bernie Mac said it too. I don't condone. Oh, that's bad, Bernie Mac. I don't condone that type of behavior, but I understand.
Rock used it too in his special
Which one?
when he was trying to talk about OJ.
I'm a very big Chris Rock fan. I'm very
I
disappointed.
want to say it was
myself right
Bring the Pain. No, was it?
now. It wasn't Bigger Blacker. I can quote Bigger.
No,
Blacker.
no, no. It wasn't that one. It was. I think it was Bring the Pain.
Yeah, but so now.
Can't remember, but yeah, basically, yeah, he beat the shit out of her. But like, they haven't aired that episode yet. I'm sure it's gonna happen. But yeah, so now Gabby's facing legal troubles. So she might be going
beat
to
her up
prison.
on camera.
Not on camera. I think it was just like
Oh, you can see that. You can
off-season,
see that
yeah,
after. You can see that after.
Yeah.
Okay.
like off the season.
They need to stay single or stay together forever. No one needs to date either of them. They're both terrible people.
Ashley and Travis.
Okay. I'm very curious about this.
All right, so I mean, I think she fucks her neighbor.
Wait. What?
She has a neighbor named Martin who comes over like a lot, and they drink together, and then they fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, "Oh, I've been loyal to you, Travis."
Why would he think that? That's stupid.
Mm.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we haven't heard what her big secret is, but my guess is that she's bankrupt.
She said hopefully we can make millions. That was my original thought.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not. I mean, I don't hope because you don't want to wish ill. But I think it would be good television if she does not have the shop.
Yeah.
And thwarts his whole plan.
Yeah. But yeah, I also think he's gonna fucking rob her blind.
Oh yeah.
Like it is just like obvious.
He's like, "Oh, you're bankrupt, but do you still have the merchandise?" Interesting.
What about Nathan and Skylar? What do you think happened with Nathan and Skylar?
See, I gotta. I think.
Oh wait, you already told me. I gotta tell you now.
Yeah, I think she cheats.
Yeah. So we are at a point where Nathan is becoming extremely controlling and extremely clingy with this woman, Skylar. He is trying to protect her, but he's also the main reason why she went back to prison in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's my wife, by the way. Mia, go see your mom. Mia, your mom is home. So, yeah, don't mind Quinton. He's like, the fuck out of the way. I see my mom. So yeah, so basically Skylar finds out that what's his name? I'm sorry. The parole officers find out that they were together, and then he dropped her off late and at the halfway house, and then they send her back to jail.
Oh,
that's the first thing. And then she came out again, and her mom is like, I don't fucking trust him because he's brought her to jail before. Like it's because of him that she went back. So yeah, she doesn't really trust him. But yeah, and they're both part of like a crew, or like used to hang out. They sold drugs and did a bunch of bad shit. And at first Nathan was like a nice dude. We thought it was a nice dude, but then he kind of like fucking switched it and became kind of a fucking nightmare.
Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised if he did turn on her, or my interpretation of him, but like
he's
I said,
one of those guys that like get in their car, peels away, calls you and says, why didn't you leave with me? And then you hang up on them and they make a U-turn, come back.
I can see that for him.
He's obsessive. He's like obsessive like that, you know?
No, I was like, he looked nice, but that's of only 5 minutes. So I believe all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see all of this happening.
So that's Nathan and Skylar. And Justina and Mike. the very last couple, Justine and Mike are actually doing pretty good.
It's good.
I actually like them a lot.
That's good. Like I
Yeah.
said, we didn't see much, but just the fact that he didn't want her in the studio and the reasons he gave her
hmm
for not wanting to be in the studio made me skeptical.
You want to hear something funny though?
What?
While he was in prison, he bought her a brand new Lexus, I think, SUV, and he paid for it in cash, and it's on her name
Oh, it's good brother.
in prison.
I have questions, but good brother.
Yeah. So the dealer that she went to see, she was like, yeah. So this car, is it on my name or not? And he was like, how do you pay for it? She goes, cash. And he's where? Prison. He's like, what the fuck? And yeah, no, it was on her name.
Hey, the dealer don't care. That's a sale.
That's a sale.
That's a sale.
Well, it wasn't a sale because it wasn't his sale. He was just checking the car.
Oh, but the dealership don't care.
The dealership don't care.
You give me money, I don't ask where it came from.
So yeah, that
Spend
was
all your dirty money with Quinton Jones.
There you go. What's your Venmo?
Q kill him. Everything
Cash App?
Q kill him. Everything is Q kill him. QKILLEM. And yeah, if you got some money that you just need to spend that don't need to be tracked, give it to me. Help me pursue my comedy dreams.
What's up, babe? Whoa. Yeah. No, it's all right.
We're here.
All right.
She's got the power top.
There it is. Sorry, guys. We
might cut. I think we should keep it. This is beautiful.
Jen is asking for a picture. Oh no, this is all live. We have to keep everything.
This is beautiful multitasking.
Yeah, Jen and I started this podcast together, and they know her very well. Yeah, she does every once in a while. You want to say hi? Okay. You don't have to keep posing. You can just.
I learned from these models.
No, stop. She's trying to floss.
That
Sorry.
They just take videos and then take screenshots after and post.
We do that, yeah, because they move a lot.
That way.
Bye, everyone. Miss you.
There it is. Her little camera. Mia, get out of there, Mia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
we don't want the dog people to be mad
she
at me.
gets on his face too. It's very weird.
Not now, Mia.
Go see your mom, Mia. All right. So yeah, it's very laid back podcast. And again, nothing gets edited. Everything's just
raw.
Goes out there.
That's
Yeah,
how it should be.
Yeah,
Raw's law.
Yeah,
Raw's
of
best.
course. That's the way it should always be. But yeah,
Except
so that's
me.
it. That's it. You did it.
I did it.
You
I
did
enjoyed it. You gave me a new addiction. Thank you.
Yeah, and again, dude, if you ever want to come back and do this again, because I had fun.
I did too. I think it'd be. I gotta do an episode where I know everything that happens and we could discuss it.
Yeah,
you do like the before and after. But
they come out every Friday.
I'm watching.
And this shit, it's bad. It's addicting, very addicting.
It is. It's a very angering because I present a good package, a good dating boyfriend package, and I don't think I've ever been loved.
Oh,
how these people have been loved in these shows.
Yeah.
Like I've been liked, I've been enjoyed, but like I don't think I've been loved to where I can continually fuck up, and they just deal with it. What we got? Rachel's just.
I think that was from my wife.
Hello,
but I'm pretty sure she also thinks you look lovely.
Oh, thank you. I hope it's me.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, do I shout out my socials now?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
let them know.
If you enjoy me, you enjoy my voice, you can follow me on pretty much all major social media platforms at QKill'em. Instagram, Twitter, OnlyFans, Venmo, Cash App. Got them all QKill'em. I will warn you, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm not very funny.
What about OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, I'm entertaining. There's actually nothing there. And I forgot the email I use for my OnlyFans.
Oh.
But OnlyFans QKill'em is a thing, and it says, thank you for finding my OnlyFans. Now follow me on other things.
Huh.
Sorry to disappoint people.
You should at least throw like a foot or something in there.
Oh, there's a picture of me topless on a boat. That's the
That's
profile
something.
picture. Yeah.
That's something.
Some people like to see me topless.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
What? Oh wait, what?
Yeah, she says you too, Quinton.
Oh,
You're
it's
lovely.
under.
You're
It's
lovely.
under. It's under. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Racial Power. That's a good last name.
So that's it. That's it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching now. In the future, don't forget, Patreon is only $1 to listen, $5 to watch. We're gonna be uploading videos here soon. EJ just sent them to me. Now EJ is gonna be editing all the videos because our friend Tony kind of like ghosted us after
Dabas?
saying that. Yeah,
Dabas?
no.
Okay, I'm
no,
like,
no. My
nah,
friend
Tony.
Tony Calviano, he's from Nashville.
Oh,
Funny guy, but yeah, he just got too caught up with work and family stuff. So
stupid jobs.
EJ's now doing it for us, and he's gonna be posting some of the videos on Patreon, and so you guys can watch all of this stuff. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next time. I really hope you come back, dude, because this was really fun.
Hey, if you want me back, tell him.
Fucking yeah, of course I want you back. Just wanna. That's what I was saying. I was like, fuck, you gotta come back. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night, and
Peace.
we'll see you some other time.